Hello, CJ. Hello, Curtis. Granny went to her job interviews today, guys. I went to two, not just one. I got one scheduled tomorrow, one scheduled the next day. Wednesday, I have a second interview for the job I did today. Good evening, Dallas. Good evening, Royal Jules. How are you? I started my interviews today, Dallas. Manifest. Royal Jules, I don't know. Good evening, mods in chat. Yes, so I started my interviewing process today. I'm getting ready to make a change in my life. So I have not figured out if I'm going up in management. No, wait a minute. I haven't decided if I'm going back to management, going to be a team player, or what my option is. I mean, I'm not sure what my answer is. So Royal Jules in Dallas, so let's think about it. Early hours, I get to mentor. Regular team player. Management, lots of hours. There's really no such thing as a set schedule. No mentoring. That's where it's at. There's not like any in between. There's not any other options. There's not any other choices. That's how it works out. Should Granny A be selfish and worry about herself, or should Granny B be worried about the children? How did everybody's day go? Happy Monday. How did everybody's day go, guys? Hit the like button, you guys. Please share. At this juncture, I must follow my heart. Hello, Austin. Happy Monday. Listen, you don't have to come in here with that. Granny would appreciate you just if you were nice, conversated with us. We don't have to do that. Hey, Scott. How are you? Austin. Happy Monday, Austin. Day going well. We got to work tonight. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out, guys. Does Granny worry about herself, or does Granny worry about the children? Granny worry about herself, or does Granny worry about the children she mentors? My heart 100% says them kids. My heart says ride with the babies. That's what my heart says. My mind says it too. Hello, Noe. Happy Monday. Yeah, my heart definitely says ride for the children. Dallas says self, self, self. My mind says self, self, self. What job did you have your interview scheduled? It's going great. I'm looking forward to my 29th birthday next Monday. Happy early birthday, CJ. Okay, so my first interview was for management, but they wanted like a six in the evening to 4 in the morning type thing. And I'm like, and weekends. And I'm like, we meet again, no pigtails today. Hey, Cribby, no pigtails. I Actually, listen, I had a different hairdo. Let me tell you what I wore to my interview. My plan was, I'll tell you about my second interview afterwards. So my plan was to get something all nice and fancy on, a little bit of lace, make it happen. But then I said, no, you know what? Wear your work uniform. Wear your work uniform. And make it seem like you just came from work. No, and I just really came off YouTube. So I wore my work uniform, my work bag. Yeah, it was a hit. I should have thought about that years ago. Duh. Why I didn't, I'll never know. Wore my work uniform. That's right, I'm a hardworking young lady. You see me just coming from work to rush to this interview. But really, I just came off YouTube Live doing a skin treatment. But if you don't know, I won't tell you. And then he's like, "Oh, I see you had to work today. Is that where you work? Is that where you worked at? I see you had to work today." Yeah, I rushed here right after. This interview was just so important to me. I know this job is for me. And tell me about yourself. Is what she says to me. Tell you about me. Say less. Paul, I like whoever likes me. Yeah, so what? Your own house. Ruben, I love you. You out there looking like a snack. I'm out here looking like an old snack pack. Not a snack, an old snack pack. Get it together. Can I, what? Game core. Don't say that. I look like a man. Well, if I look like a man, maybe you shouldn't be on here. I'm just saying, if you are that bothered by the way I look, maybe you should not be on here. So the second job, the deal they gave me was whatever days I want to work, whatever hours I want to work. And I can go to management, cross over to management anytime I want, guaranteed. Granted, I had time. Granted, I had the time game core out. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that. I was like, oh, you and that Royal and Dallas did it at the same time. You guys were doing it at the same time. Yeah, I was like, game core was after you guys, not me this time. Look, you guys are even in here harassing my mods. Oh my gosh. Leave the mods alone. Save the mods. Save the mods. The mods save Granny. Who's going to save the mods? We are not safe in here, guys. It's like the Wild West. Anything can happen. Yeah, sometimes I read the comments. I'm like, just know if I meet somebody for the first time or I see somebody for the first time, my conversation is going to be totally different. I'm just letting you know. My conversation will be totally different. A lot of the things that people say, like somebody wanted to teabag you, I'm not going to say that to nobody else. My conversation might just make a little bit more sense. I'm just saying. Teabagging the mods. What do the mods do? What do the mods do? Save the mods. Oh, where is Mr. Finger on his trigger? He would have never had that. He wouldn't even got listened while he was typing. Cam would have already known that was wrong. It would have already been in the process of erasing it. Cam would never. Yeah, you better watch how you talk to my mods. Lucky Cam ain't here, boy. Cam would have knocked you off the page and gave you explanation why. My birthday is the same day as my grandma's, but she passed away in 2015. I'm sorry to hear that, hon. CJ, I'm sorry to hear that. Happy Mother's Day. I mean, Happy Mother's Day. God, no. Take that back. What I meant was happy birthday to you and your mother, and God rest her in heaven. I didn't mean to say Happy Mother's Day. Because my allergies right now are so bad, where I got so much pressure right here. I don't know if you can hear, but I'm like borderline congested. Like I got this headache, just all I can't explain it. All right here. If you guys ever see, I'll be itching right here. It's like so irritating all year round. Oh yeah, Dallas. Cam would not allow this. He would not allow any man to come in here and talk to anybody any type of way. It's okay, Granny. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, CJ. You know I would never be disrespectful like that. But happy birthday to you both. I'm very sorry to hear that. That's how I was feeling yesterday. Definitely. And what are you doing for your birthday? Let's start there. Do we remember when we were that age? Won't tell you what Granny was doing, but I remember. Pablo, I just got hired as an Amazon driver here in California. Congratulations, Pablo. Pablo just got a job as an Amazon driver, you guys. Congratulations. Hey, Momo. So, CJ, what about that? What else? Who else on here, including CJ, has something good going on in their life? No, anything is too small, too big. Anything you guys want to share. We'd like to support you guys. Yes, that is good news, Pablo. Ram fan, happy Monday. Momo, what am I missing? Oh, we're trying to see if anybody has anything good in their life they want to share. Nothing too big, nothing too small. So the team can support you. One thing about us, we support everybody over here. Sending blessings to all who are in need. Amen, manifest. I didn't think about that. That's very beautiful. That's true. That's a true statement. I need to think about saying that more often. I'm not saying like verbally in my mind. You know, sometimes we got to look. I ain't too old to learn. School me. School me. Yes, that's a thought we need to have in our head at all times. Let me rephrase that. Another way of saying always, yes, we wish well wishes on everybody. Life is ugly and bad out there. I'll be spending time with my family and having a cookout. I bet you don't know what you're cooking yet. Ram fan, you got new shoes? What type? I'm a shoe fan. What type? My brother took a test and he passed. He got a 159. A 159? What was the score supposed to be? Well, Momo, congratulations. Happy birthday to all who are celebrating from Foreign Blood and her family. Thank you, Manifest. Mods kick me fast, but is that a man? Listen, don't kick her. Don't kick her, him. Don't kick her, him. Let him be here. You lucky Cam ain't here. Don't matter. You're out of here anyways. You're out of here anyways. I've been praying for the alt for a lot of people recently. Amen, Royal Jules. I've had to open up my heart a lot too. As much as I care, I could care a whole lot more. I'm a work in progress. I will never be as great as my dad, and I mean that. Hello, Mr. Rip Van Winkle. Happy Monday, honey bunny. It was 200, but he still passed. I'm so happy. Yes, that's a good score, Momo. Yes, we promote that. Oh, snap, you look nice tonight. Jeff, in the taco shirt? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't even think so. I don't feel cute, you guys. I grab the first thing in the drawer as soon as I opened it. I'm like, whatever's in there, whatever I pull out is what I'm wearing. What I pulled out the first time was like a little two-piece dress. I'm like, no, we ain't doing that. It's a tequila shirt, is it? Oh, tacos and tequila? I don't know. I didn't buy it. Sorry. I don't know. Yes, tacos and tequila, I guess. I'm sorry. I didn't even notice that. Oh, that's why it's put with the brown shorts. I figured when I was pulling it out of the closet, I'm like, out of the dresser, I'm like, why does it got brown shorts with it? That don't match. I didn't see the gold. So now I understand. Somebody that watched put them together by set. I like your shirt form. Has really cool shirts. They have this at Five and Below? Because I didn't get this from there. I had this for a couple years. But do they have shirts like this? Because I like shirts like this. Tacos and tequila sounds really good. I know I'm not a drinker. I suck. Hey, Rebecca. I suck, guys. I totally suck. Noelle, I am somebody's grandmother. But thank you for the compliment. I am somebody's grandmother, Noelle. I'm somebody's grandmother, Noelle. James, happy Monday. Yeah, Momo, I'll take the tacos too. Chat hit the button. I'm not certain about that one, but my son recently purchased me 2 shirts this week. You look pretty good, lady. You guys must see something I don't see, because I don't know. When you guys say I look pretty and cute, and I don't know. I see something totally different when I look in the mirror. I see a woman that needs rest, that is tired, somebody's grandmother. Noelle, listen, just hang out, Noelle. Just hang out, hun. That's all you got to do. We got to stay positive. Amen. Chat, let's hit the like button. Let's hit the like button. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe to Granny's channel. Foreign Blood, be part of the Foreign Squad, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. If you want to see how beautiful you are when you look in the mirror, you need to get a different mirror. Walking Tall, I think you're right. Because in this camera right in front of me, I'm like, and I'm looking at myself over here and I'm like, you should paint your nails, Momo. What are our color choices? Like this video, share the live, sub to the channel, hit the notification bell. Support via super chat, super stickers. Memberships are also available. Foreign Blood, which is Granny, appreciates your support. So if you guys would like to, if you like Granny's job, if you like Granny's job, if you like my job, if you like Granny's vibe, if you like my vibe, you are able to support me and my channel via super stickers, super chat. I myself have not purchased one yet, so I don't know how they work, but it's a thing. So I cannot direct anybody. I don't know. You know, I'm madly in love with you. I am now, always have. I really didn't know it. By now you should. Walking Tall, do you really? Do you really love me, Walking Tall? Are you 100% sure you want to be my guy? Walking tall. Granny's trying to find her a man. I'm just letting you know. The three dots on the right side of the screen is where you can find the hit the like button. Thank you, Royal Jules. See, I don't even know that child. I don't know nothing. Okay, let's talk about it. Did you say cheesy? Is that what you said, Jeff? Cheesy? Is that what you said, Jeff? Talene, how are you? I'm somebody's grandmother. What are you? You already know. It is moving. Oh. James, what are you doing? James, you know you're my rhyme of reason. So let me ask you, what do you think? Do I move back into management and devote my time to getting that bag, or which will require a really wild schedule, weekends, nights, days, umpteen 100,000 hours, or do I work part-time and just change my hours and I can still mentor the children? If I work the management job, I'm not going to be able to mentor. You guys know I do the homeschooling and the mentoring. All Manifest knows is get back in management. Talene says, you're so pretty. Thank you, Talene. I appreciate that, honey bun. You look actually good for a grandma. Thank you, honey bun. Not always. Like today's one of those not always days. Not always. Look, you guys, I just dyed my hair, and all that white hair is coming back again. It's just too much. I should have never dyed it. I should have kept it gray. Why are we here right now? Short nails has pain colors. No pain colors. How about other colors? I'm an uncle with 2 nephews and 2 nieces. CJ has 2 nephews and 2 nieces. Manifest, all you do is get that bag. See, Manifest pushes me to be great in my job profession. I don't know. See, I'm on track with what I'm doing till Manifest gets in my ear. Manifest makes me want to be a giant at work. And even though I know that's who I should be, but she encourages my greatness with my employment. And I need that, because I don't always think the answer I'm choosing is right, because I'm so busy trying to help everybody else. And I never think about what about me. And like I told on the other live, I don't think people realize the sacrifice I put in to mentoring other people's children. I'm going to give you a prime example. I've had to work, now hear me out. This is how unselfish I am. For the past 15, 16 years, I've had to work part-time just to mentor other people's children. You do know I retire off of how many hours I work, how many this and how many that. So it doesn't matter how many good management jobs I've had. It doesn't matter how many I've made. I mean, how much money I've made. Well, kind of. But I've still only worked part-time for that many years. So that's why Manifest is like, hey, we know you love the kids. We know you will just give. So basically, me helping other people's children, I've cut my whole retirement short. Would I change it? No, I won't. Am I still willing to help these children? Yes, I am. So what Manifest is trying to get me to see, hey, you've sacrificed a lot of your life for other people's children. Now what about you? And Manifest, I need that sometimes. Mentor your children and work a part-time job and hope for the best. Duck sauce. Hey, Granny, how did it go today? Hey, chat. Hope everyone has been having a great day. The first interview was a management job from 6 to 4 in the morning. I said, no ma'am, no sir. Fist pump, have a good day. You'd be a cool person to work with. I was out of there. Second person, second job, any hours I want. I can go in as regular shift, or I can go in as management, or I can go in as regular shift and, turn into management. Hello, Hugh. Red and black with medium nails. Okay, I can see it. Royal Jewel says that's such a big sacrifice. Yeah, it really is, because when Granny goes to retire, where's Granny's money at? That's why sometimes I have to stress to people, you guys don't realize that I'm really doing this for free. And I'm taking away from myself to do this. So please, can I get a little support here? Because I am really slowly hurt myself more and more each day by devoting myself to others. Does that make sense? If you weren't there to protect the children, mentor the children of today are our leaders for tomorrow. We will be lost if you don't. Manifest says, yes, Granny, you must do for self. No, not all of my work. No. Not all of my work, James. No. But I have made this sacrifice of part-time work. So we're going to say 3/4 of my work. Yes. That's why I say I don't think people realize the true sacrifice I've had to make in order to make this happen. It takes a very unselfish person. Yes, it does. What you do today will be rewarded when you get to heaven. Hey, Tea Smoker. Hello from Canada. How are you, Tea Smoker? Looking at it from perspective, you have to put yourself first. I believe you can strategically find a way to balance both. It's okay to mentor, but one must do for self as well. The difference we make and impacts we make in other people's lives are what really matters to the end. And manifesting, no, I'm with everybody. Listen, everybody's proving good points. That's why I'm bringing this to you. I need, because if it's not going to be these two specific jobs, there's going to be other jobs I'm choosing from. Who means more? Me that have lived 3/4 of my life, or the children that have a whole lifetime to go? Who means more? Jeff supports weave management. Jeff, I'm not doing this with you today. You know, Jeff has this thing about weaves, y'all. He just does not like a bad weave. When we leave, it's over. Granny, do you want a lunchbox for when you go back to work? Yes, with your good food in it every day, Momo. Dallas says self, self, self. Okay, guys. 61 people in the room. Do I worry about myself? Do I elevate my career? Or do I worry about the children I mentor? Who means more? Me and my financial status, a woman that's already lived 3/4 of her life, or young children that really need to be guided, just as guided? Who means more, me or them? Jeff is a fool, y'all. Jeff is a freaking fool. Ghetto Planet, how did it go? It went good, Ghetto Planet. James says only 3/4 quarter of work history is complete. I think you should work. I agree with Manifest. CJ says the children you mentor. I agree that a healthy balance is also important. Give me some advice. I came a long way and it wasn't pretty. That's me. I understand that. I have my life on track, but days I feel like giving up and not moving another day. I think that's all of us, huh? Stress and feeling overwhelmed, work and just life alone. Well, this is what I can say. This ain't the answer you want, but this is what I'm going to say. You have to shake it off with a grain of salt. Life is ugly. Life is hard. The rules are ugly. They're constantly changing. It just is what it is, and you have to push through. You can't dwell on it. Well, you have to occupy yourself. You got too much time to even think about being down. So as busy as you are, if you still have time to think about being down, you need to occupy your down time so you can no longer be down. Let's start there. Give me a second, T Smoker. They're schooling Granny right now. You have to think about yourself getting older. I believe the children are our future. Lead them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Put you first, then the children. Would be considered under 18 and give part-time. I will say it again. Charity starts at home. You can't help others if you can't help yourself. No, I know that's a Whitney Houston song. I'm reading the comments and I'm thinking, no, I know it is. I know it is. I just wanted to read it again out loud and see if I would come with some clerical answer, walk away with some clerical answer. But it didn't do it. Thought I was going to get some clarity out of it, but it didn't do it. No, I knew. I'm in deep thought. I'm reading the comments. I'm thinking. I don't know. I can't put my stamp on it. When do I want to retire? I want to retire when I can no longer walk anymore. I cannot see myself sitting in the house. As much retirement life wouldn't be for me. So I want to do that. I want to work as long as I can. You need to fortify yourself or you will collapse your own foundation, giving yourself to others. Duck Sauce says, what are pain colors, Momo? Is that like blues, blacks, and purples? So far I know it's black and red, Duck Sauce. So I just say F what my heart says? Is that what I do? Hello, Elise. These fresh fried plantain chips are so tasty. Oh man, I'd love to have some of them right now. Any type of fried anything, I want it. Duck sauce, I meant to say pan colors. Still need a plan in place. I like your taco shirt. Thank you. I guess it says taco and tequila. I didn't even know it said tequila till somebody told me. They was like, your shirt says tequila. I'm like, what? Huh? Hey, Tyrone. Ghetto Planet says mind, heart. Dallas says subscribe, like, and comment. You guys, please subscribe to Granny's channel. It does not cost anything to hit the subscribe button. I guarantee you that. Your heart song matters, Granny. That's Hey, this ain't me on the profile. Just trolling, but hey. Hey, is that Armand? What kind of phone do you have? Actually, I have 3 phones. Manifest says I go with management. You and I are in the same position. I'm trying to re-enter so I understand. I have watched a motivational speaker on YouTube named Trent Shelton, a former NFL player. And his phrase was, "It all starts with you," at the end of his videos. Okay, so CJ, so did he mean that like it all starts with me help the kids, or it all starts with me worry about yourself? Well, Manifest is like management, Granny, management. Armand from Uganda. Uganda in the house. How are you? Granny, accept a job that would allow you flexibility. I believe retirement is calculated on your highest salary within the last 3 years before you retire. You're good in Uganda. I'm glad to hear that, hon. Jeff says last 10. Well, if it's the last 10, I better run it. Are you still using the steamer for your skin? What brand are you using? Yes, I am using the steamer. And actually, I don't even think it has a specific brand, believe it or not. My big expensive steamer is in the other part of the house. This is just like a portable, $49.99. It does the job. I'm telling you, you can take that thing in your bathroom and turn your whole bathroom into like a mini sauna. I'm working on second retirement. It's time for you to focus on yourself. So what y'all be doing on here? Just talking about life, supporting each other, educating each other, loving each other, just being nice human beings to each other. YM. Last 10 years. Hello, beautiful lady. How's it going? Thank you, Nick. I'm in deep thought. Thank you. I'm paying attention to what you guys are saying. I'm paying attention. Thank you, Armand. It means to work on improving a work path to success before you try to help someone else. Hello, Nick. How are you? It's weird they call you Granny, too young and beautiful. What about Auntie? You can call me Auntie. That would be nice. But I actually am a Granny. Jane Burt, that is awesome. I've been relaxing and volunteering much of my time in community. Was using the mini sauna in the bathroom caused much condensation on the wall stuff, or more than a typical shower. It's gonna cause a little bit more, but I'm letting you know that I've done it a lot and it hasn't caused me any problems. I actually prefer to do the steaming in the bathroom. I just do it out here for you guys. Because when I'm actually am doing my steaming, I got the steamer in there and I got the Asian lady. And we're all crammed up in the bathroom. And we're all foggy and sweaty and it's a lot going on. And it's never damaged my bathroom or caused me any problems or anything like that. I actually thought about doing it that way to show you guys, but I'm like, it'd be so foggy in there, you wouldn't even be able to see. Yes, grilled cheese sounds good. I would love one. So, any candidates for the dating show? No, Jeff, no candidates yet. Nobody wants Granny. Many of us look wonderfully awesome, almost younger to match our own children. Amen, manifest. Right, she ain't Granny at all. In the right hands, she will be 20 years younger in 48 hours. That there's a true statement. I'm just saying. That there's a true statement. I'm putting a steamer on my Christmas list. Dallas, you have to get one. And yes, in the right man's hands, 20 years knocked off automatically. If you know, you know. Hey, Sing, how are you? Let's talk about it's the last 3 consecutive years. Thank God. What's your earlier comment, Ghetto? Let me find it. Let me find it. You know I wouldn't ignore it. Where's that? Oracle King. Armand, be respectful about the chat. Is that it? Hold on. Say it again, honey, but I don't think is that the one? Granny, the foreign squad is ready for your dating show. Wisconsin. Did Jarvis, happy Monday. How are you? I can't believe there are no candidates for foreign blood. Come out of the woodwork, I think you mean. You all don't be scared. Yes, I have to get some candidates for the dating show before I do the dating show. I think these men are too intimidated by Granny, or maybe Granny ain't good enough. I don't know what it is. But we shall see. BRB. Be right back. I learned that the other day. Be right back. Wedges and pizza nuggets. Oh, I'm down. Like this video, share the live, sub to the channel, hit the notification bell, support via super chat, super stickers. Memberships are also available. Foreign Blood appreciates your support. I am from Egypt. I am honored to meet all of you. Hey, honey bun, but we don't get into all that stuff over here. We don't get into that. This is the nice page, guys. Which state are you in, Auntie? Granny is unstoppable. Very delicious. I'm agreeing there. I don't know, Richard. I don't know. James is never intimidated by anyone. What happened, James? Why would you be intimidated? What happened? James, what happened? Why are you intimidated? What happened? Well, you're not intimidated. Chat, all of you single bachelors who ain't scared to date Granny, pop out. Look at Royal Jules trying to marry Granny off. Everybody's like, we're going to get Granny, man. We're just sick of this. Granny's just doing too much. So you guys saying Granny needs to actually get a man? Are you guys sick of seeing Granny single? You're like, listen, we're finding your husband. This is it. Might not be your husband, but he's going to be your guy. We're finding you one. No more single Granny. Granny deserves love too. Is that what you're saying? All grannies need love too? Nice to meet the new faces. I think he was talking about not intimidated by Granny. Oh, James definitely ain't intimidated by Granny at all. He is like my counterpart. He's like alpha male in me, and he knows it. Our mom says nobody's scared. What's the best moment of your life that you will cherish forever? That's a good question. What is the best moment of my life that I will cherish forever? Best moment of my life is when my son I got two. Can I pick two? Because they're both as equal. Can I pick two? Granny, did you see the King comment I just posted? You posted again, Ghetto Planet? Why am I not seeing it? And why am I... Jeff, why am I not seeing Ghetto Planet's comments? No, do it again. I'm watching right now. Do it again. Okay, so what's my two most favorite times in life that means anything to me? Okay. When my daughter was in the second grade, she wrote a essay about what it was like to have a mother like me. I want to say second or third, maybe third grade. Now this is many moons ago. And my daughter actually knew about my alternative life in the streets, and once again never used my body, and I managed stores at the same time. And she wrote the most... No, it wasn't about me. Let me take this back. It wasn't about me. It was just about how DRUGSs could affect you and things like that. And she won a scholarship. It had to be the most beautiful. If anybody had any common sense, they would have wondered how a girl that young would know how bad DRUGS destructed neighborhoods and families and stuff like that. But for her to understand and comprehend the way she did, and for none of my children to venture anywhere even around that stuff. I know I can't say it right. I'm not expressing it right. I just know I'm not. But it was a very proud moment to have. Because what it let me know, this is what it let me know. It let me know, you got to remember, just because I was managing stores, still in the streets, never used my body. My children knew what I did. I never lied to them. I was very honest. And that let me know that basically, regardless what I was doing, how can I say it? That I was so on point with my mothering. That was just a confirmation to me that I was not going to have to worry about having children in the streets, children doing. Just know my mothering was on point. It was on point. And to have. It was one of those things where. And I don't want to say my kids seen a lot. It was never nothing like that. My kids lived a very sheltered life. Just know things are a little bit different when you have a mother that doesn't per se a father. And my words will never do it justice, but it worked in our behalf for the better. I mean, I can't. It did. I can't explain it. Granny, you should take the job, make as much money as possible, and invest in assets. Essentially. Okay, I see. I see. It was a point that she could just comprehend it. You had a breakdown, honey bun? Oh my gosh, manifest. I'm so sorry to hear that. No, you're right, Ghetto Planet. What happened, manifest? I have almost a breakdown almost every day. Kind of, no, not really, but kind of. My stress level is on 5,000. And here's another way I could phrase it. Here's the fact that my children knew I was out there taking life-altering chances, life-threatening chances, and was willing to do it for them. Just know I have no regrets. 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 No regrets. No regrets. People like you, Granny, have a life experience money can't buy and wisdom millions need to tap in before Granny going astray. I keep telling you because the game is to be sold, not to be told. Now, I'm not saying, listen, I'm not saying my children didn't do normal things that other people's children did. I'm not saying that, but just know, Granny didn't raise no DRUG dealers. Granny didn't raise nobody to be in the streets. Granny's kids that were able to go to college went to college. I did that gosh darn thing. I'm just saying. My second biggest moment in life was, like I said, I'll never be able to explain this whole moment unless I actually have the essay she wrote. But yes, you would have to actually read the essay. I mean, listen to the essay and just know I was on my ish. I let them see what they needed to see and kept away what they didn't need to see. My kids were on point. I do the same for mine. I'm so happy for their success and what I dealt with. They didn't have to do and see what we did. That's right. I don't take nothing back. For what? What can my children say bad about me? We watched our mom do A, B, C, and D. We never needed. We had. If I had this, if I had that, I'm telling you. It wasn't about financial things. You know, that medical was up to par, all that. My second thing is, like I said, I can't even explain that. You'd have to actually hear the essay she wrote to make it make sense. It's something that words, you can never put words on it. But my second best moment in life is when my son did his first commercial. That was my big moment. When my son did his very first commercial. I mean, I had a lot of other moments, beautiful moments. But when my son did his first commercial, that was a confirmation to me. That's why, listen, y'all don't believe it, but listen to this. Granny is going to be a big YouTuber. Might not nobody else believe this. Might not know, Granny, your content, you don't get a lot of views. But my lives do numbers. My personality, who I am, all that sells. I guarantee, mark my words, you ride with me, Granny will end up being a big YouTuber. I stamp it. I stamp it. Listen. Anyways, but my biggest moment was when my son did his first commercial. I always knew I was worth more than the streets. That's why I managed stores. That's why I did other things. And even though I'm no longer in the streets and haven't been for quite some time, I knew at one point in life that anything I put my mind to, I'm going to do it. I'm going to win. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. There's nothing anybody can do to change my path. If I'm going to win, I am going to win. Then I knew it. She looks good, so you got a son on TV, you look 44. No, my son is no longer on TV, but has been on TV, and I'm way older than 44. But anything I do, mark my words. Hold it to the grave, hold it to the sun, hold it to the higher power, hold it to whatever. Granny is going to be a big YouTuber. There has not been anything in life I have not tried and not accomplished. And if I could go from being in the streets, being this and being that, to rubbing elbows with models and actors and learning photography and learning people in this, learn. That's not the streets. That's a whole nother world. And if I can push myself and my child into that world, doing a YouTube channel is nothing. This is nothing. Do you know most managers can't even push a child they manage into a commercial in their first year? I'm just saying. So let's just call a thing a thing. I will show support on every video I see. Granny, I got you. Thank you, honey bun. You know how many children in the industry do not get anything major many years? My child did his first commercial in a year, and it might not have even been a whole year. I managed him. I had to learn photography. I had to learn people in that agency, people, streets, Hollywood. That's two different. That's two different things. So if I can do that, ain't nobody on the live Granny in the streets, and I can make power moves like this, so I can be this person, or I can rub elbows with the best. You gotta remember, I came from a father that had businesses. His mind, he only went to the 5th grade. He built a whole empire. So I am actually built for this. I am built for this. I myself am a published photographer now several times over for my son. A lot of people don't know that. Any picture of my son anywhere, I have took. Any picture, anywhere, any magazine, anywhere. If it was modeling for sunglasses, whatever it is, I have took. Do you have a video telling your story from back then? I have several. You have to just look through all my videos. I give a little piece of myself in every last video. Granny's #1. You have a fan all the way from Canada. Thank you, T Smoker. Thank you. Honey Bunny, Granny will never tell her child's name. But I can reassure you, I've shared pictures before, or I've shown online him doing the actual commercial. What's your tattoos mean? Let's have a tattoo story. No, Logan, you can't riz me. Listen, you just get off the page. Do they have a story? Okay. Does anybody see what that says? Yes, my tattoos have a story. Does anybody see what that says? Chat, put a number 1 in the comments if you believe Granny is in fact our number 1 Granny. Do you guys think Granny is our number 1 Granny? Am I not the coolest Granny in the YouTube streets? Showing love from Arlington. Thank you, Calvin. Are you North Korea? Because I can't leave you. Hello, Bum Bum. So, tattoo story. Thug. Yes, thug. Mrs. Because I think we understand that. Thug Mrs. Granny don't lie. Granny was really in the streets. And the reason I got this tattoo is multiple reasons. For one, because I was her. But for two, listen to this. Kaya was doing a music video, and I was on the Thug Mrs. thing. I don't even know how she thought about a song to do it, just coincidence, but I was already, Thug Miss, I already had tattoos. So it's not like I copied off her, I was already. So she had a video, Thug Mrs. So I was going to go be in the video, you guys. And we were meeting at some park, something. She had everybody meeting. And I know I would have blued out the boat. They would have definitely wanted Granny. Don't you know, I went somewhere and somebody stole my car. I went into a store and somebody stole my car and I could not make it to the video shoot. Granny, I needed to meet up in Cali. Yeah, so not only was I going to be in the video, but I was already, that's what I'm saying, I had already had that title. When I first went to wherever I went, let me rephrase that. Just know, me and my homies went and got tattoos, and this is what they got me. I didn't even know what they were getting me. They're like, turn around, he got you. So I just went like that, and then afterwards I looked in the mirror, I said, oh, that's what it is. So that's a name that the boys on the block thought Granny should have had. That was a tattoo I actually paid for them. So it's not like I even went and picked it out and said, hey, I want this. Call me this. No, it was nothing like that. It was nothing like that. That was what they thought of Granny. Let me see. Where's it at? I got spiders somewhere on my back somewhere. Did you guys ever see them? I don't know where they're at, but I got spiders. And they're big spiders. I don't know where they're at, but I got like spiders this big on my back. I don't know where they're at. They're somewhere on there. How old were you when you had your first child? I was 15. What's the most expensive tattoo? Really none, because well, how can I say this without saying this? Because it won't make sense to you guys. But when you're in the streets, you know everybody. You know everybody that you need to know to do with anything that's going on. So what anybody else is paying for a tattoo, The rules are just kind of different. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. I wouldn't even say the barter. No, not the barter system. You are so stupid. No, no. You know, a lot of times people just do things to you or for you so other people can see them. So you can send them business. You know what I mean? That's funny. Now, I'm not saying I ain't never paid for none of my tattoos, but I've always had, you know, that's why I tell people I've just. Well, Jules, are we all laughing about the same thing? But no, that's why people don't understand. I haven't even really been driving myself in my own car that many years. I haven't even been pumping my own gas that many years. So all these things I'm doing are very new to me. Don't know if I like them. I don't think I'm better than anybody else, but I don't think me being a regular woman, pumping gas, and I cut my own grass. I mean, we all know I'm a real one, but you know, come on now. Who would you have wanted to meet? I've met several rappers. I've actually hung with several rappers. Granny has dated a rapper. Maybe that's why I like cutting the grass because it's something like I haven't had to do all my life. I've had somebody to drive me. I've had somebody to bathe me. I've had somebody to clean my house. When I would go somewhere, all I would really do was jump out the back seat of my car, me and my kids. So this is, Granny, how do you go from well-to-do family to wildly in the streets? Because I had to find my own way. Hello. I'm the type of person where I don't even want my dad's money. You know, I had a white father that had money. You know, I didn't want that. Me and my twin sister both got Gemini tattoos. Hey, Mark. No, I didn't want that. I didn't want that. I didn't want my dad's money. I didn't want anybody's money. I wanted to do my own thing. I wanted to do it independent, be an independent woman. It's not my father's job to take care of my children. He's not their pappy, you know, even though he would, and, you know, he's not the pappy. I take care of my own business. It's just, you know, I'm not saying my answer's right. Do what I do. I'm definitely not saying that. Well, story of Undertale, I fell from the light talk. I just realized, hello, Mark. I just realized at a young age, I was going to be independent regardless what and give my children the best life ever. And we weren't going to struggle. We weren't going to, none of that, suffer. And that's what I did. That's what I prided myself on. And that's what I did. I'm like, you, Grant, I don't want so much that I refuse to join my family in DC and I'm hustling out in Uganda. So I feel you. Yeah, that's right. I'm just the type where, well, now I know why, you know, that was part of my journey. It took me to, and my dad, imagine my father watching me go through that journey. I know he was like, oh my God, are you serious? Poor little Caucasian man. Oh, I know he was traumatized. Here I am with gold teeth, people unaliving me. But he knew I had to go through that in order to be the person I am now. He knew my job was to help people, and it wasn't to help the type of people he was helping. It was to help the people in the streets. So he had to let me go through that and learn what I had to learn and do whatever to become the young lady that I am. Oh, I know he was traumatized. Just know a lot of things I didn't tell him. I didn't tell him because it just was. It was rough out there on Granny, guys. The streets are rough. You should have gone to college and got a degree in psychology. Yeah, I did. Well, James, you know what kept me back was when I was that young, I already had autistic children. I already had autistic children. And I'm the type of mother where I'm going to raise my children. My career and all that goes on hold. Whatever I'm doing, it don't matter whose children it is. So if I'm feeling like this about the children I mentor, don't think that, I didn't think my duty where listen, one thing about it, you're not gonna find too many moms that devote their time and make the sacrifices and do the things that I will do for my children. You can talk the talk, but it's different to walk the walk. Because in order to be the true parent you need to be, James, here's the reality, is you do have to sacrifice. And to me, my children said, the sacrifice was worth it, do it. I regret nothing. I regret nothing. Do you believe a woman can have a child while being a active addict? Oh, they do it every day. They do it every day. That part, Granny. Can I ask you something sensitive, Granny? I will be very careful and respectful with my wording. Is it about DAD? Oh, I hope it ain't about DAD. Oh, I hope it ain't about DAD. You guys already know I'm gonna cry. Say it, ghetto. Just say it. Just say it. She don't need college, fam. Some women, life make them go through life, and eventually, if they land on real love and comfort, she is the best woman you will come across. Super loyal. That's right. And let me tell you something. As much as I should have put my college first, I did do a little bit of college. I don't want to lie and say I didn't. But it was for management and things of that nature. But I would like to think like this. Granny is a real prize in real life. And if a man was smart and wanted to go to heaven with a real one, he would just come scoop Granny up and we'll live happily ever after. You have what you have. I'll continue to work. And chances are what people fail to realize is when we go to heaven, my children aren't going to leave me over there with you. They're going to come get me. So let's just enjoy the fun while we can. That's it. Because chances are you got children and, you got all of that. Let me see. So whatever you have is going to your children. So, just love Granny. Listen, we've already lived 3/4 of our life. Just love Granny. All that other stuff, just like you ain't going to get whatever I got when I go to heaven, I ain't trying to get what you got. It's going to go to your children and your family. Let's just be happy meanwhile. Did your children get vaccinated as infants or very young? It's a genetic thing for us, ghetto. It's genetic. Like the C word, it's genetic. Granny ain't trying to get scooped, though. My mom had to sacrifice a lot of things when my two sisters and I were little. I've learned a lot from your children in childhood. Keep up, Granny. It just so happens that, Granny was gifted autistic children. I can't change what I've been given. And my children will be autistic up until the time long after I'm in heaven. So as much as everybody says, worry about you, worry about you, worry about you, it doesn't matter about, or forget the kids I'm mentoring. I still have two autistic children. And yeah, that's why I don't think people understand some of the situations that have been thrown at me will always be life altering. So no, not everything, yeah, you would go do this for yourself and do this for yourself and do this for yourself. And I would like to do it too, but I have people that need me on a daily, all day, every day, for years, up until the time I go to heaven. My situation don't change. Do you believe addiction can be overcame, or it is what it is? What's my thought on that? I don't really like to say my thought on that because people are going to think I'm ignorant. People are going to think I'm. Let me say, okay, I'm going to phrase it like this. What do I think about addiction? Seeing it firsthand, having my hands in it, I was never addicted. Addiction is for, I was never. I was on the other side. Addiction is for a lifetime. A addiction never goes away. So when even someone tells you, hey, I haven't done it for 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, I mean, think about it, they're kind of lying. It never goes away. It's a strong addiction that can come back any second of the day. 20 years later, 30 days, 30 years later, it's there. It's there. It's life altering. When people get into pharmaceuticals, I don't think they realize they're going to become addicted. So nobody walks into it saying, hey, I'm going to throw my life down the drain. The drain. That ain't it. I'm just letting you know firsthand. And one thing I'm very familiar with is that, and I cannot tell no lie. So it's a sad thing to watch. It's actually a sad thing to watch. My mother died of the C word. It was from exposure to not genetic, but could be wrong. Well, ghetto, it's listen, think about how long it takes to grow a vegetable, how long it takes to grow a tree, how long it takes to grow an animal. There's toxins in everything we eat. Look at the rate of when the C word, when our grandparents were young, the great grandparents. I won't get into that because we can't talk about it on here, but if you know, you know. And just because Granny hasn't been in college, she knows some ish. She's been in college, but not. I'm so glad that you know your children are a blessing to you from God. That's so important. Now, I'm not saying that Granny don't feel some emotions through it all, because that would be a lie. Because there's times listen, you want me to lie to you and say, oh gosh, I could have been so far ahead right now. Oh gosh, if I would have worried about me, oh gosh, I don't think about all aspects of it. But at the end of the day, my heart comes back down to those were my children that I was gifted. I'm going to deal with it, and that's what it is. And just because your kids might not be like that, it doesn't make your kids any better than my kids. And just because your kids might not be like that, I might be a better person with a bigger heart than you are. So you see how that works out? You could have gone to night school and got a bachelor's degree. James, just know if them things could have been done, those things would have been done. It's a battle every day. I'll agree on that. You're fun to listen to. All I can do is tell the truth. Like I said, I got to jump around for so many different conversations. A lot of times it don't make sense. But if you're in the conversation, you're reading the chat, you know what we're talking about. You believe your other half should accept your addiction even if he's against it. I mean, if you love that person, you love that person. If you love that person, you love that person. Period. It doesn't matter if they have one leg, no legs, addiction, no hair. If you love, and I'm just putting out examples, if you love that person, you love that person. College is not always the right path. I'm in grad school saying that. I mean, but if you're going to live that person with the addiction, just know it's a lifetime of, it's a hard road. It's a hard road. Tapping in, big salute to the chat. Thank you, Skate. You just don't know when Granny was younger. It was so weird. I'd be 18, 19. I had this one dentist I will never forget. I mean, I had a bunch of people in different places, but it was this one dentist. I went to his house. I went to his dentist's office. I went everywhere. I remember one time, I was young, like he had a dentist's office. So you know what the dentist's office consists of? I'm in there. I wouldn't change a thing. I'm just letting you know. But I'm in the dentist's office, right? He's in there drilling on teeth. The whole time I'm thinking, this man is on drugs, digging in these people's mouth. Unbelievable. Meanwhile, the office is full of people waiting on him. I'm just sitting in my chair. Promise. I'm just sitting in his chair, spinning in his chair in the office. The chair he sits in, looking at all the customers. I didn't even hurry up because I gotta go. My phone's ringing. This is when the phones were the big blocking. My phone's ringing. I gotta go. He's in there drilling in the person's mouth, and all I keep thinking the whole time, man, this man is on drugs in people's mouth. And I just remember being so irritated because I'm ready to go. He's like on my time. And he would hurry up and stop what he was doing. Come on out there. I'd be out there for like 2 minutes or something. The receptionist would go and get him. I'd go to his house around his family. It was to the point one day I was taking his jet skis. Like I sat there and watched this man's whole career crumble. There's a scientist, black scientist. And I watched his whole career crumble. And I had my hands in it. I had parts to do with it. I also helped him to destroy himself. People that were pregnant, do you think I told them no? Yeah, come, yeah. So I did a lot of things. Old people, young people. Addictions don't have ages on them. Addictions don't have certain walks of life on them. Addictions don't have. Addiction can be for anybody. So in the midst of it, Granny would be dealing with people, and I had a heart at a young age. I go to somebody's house, and I see that their children weren't living the best, or the furniture wasn't the best, or the clothes wasn't the best, or because I'm dealing with the same people over and over and over and over. I'm always getting new people, but I'm dealing with, same people too. So now I'm investing my money that their parents are spending with me, putting it right back into the home to better their family, to make sure their kids have food, to make sure their light bills are paid. So basically what I'm kind of doing is for nothing. So thank God I'm doing it well because, what I'm giving back to the community. So it's kind of like, you're helping destroy this, but then you're turning around and you're doing such this beautiful thing, which really isn't a beautiful thing because you got your hand in it and destroying it anyways. So I don't know who can understand that, but, it's really a thing. I feel like you never get off of, but I just want to be accepted for who I am. Well, listen, not saying you can't never get off of it. Not saying that. Hold on. I got to erase that comment. Not saying that at all. Just know it's going to be a lifelong struggle. It's hard. It's how hard you want it. It's just like anybody else. If it's smoking, if it's this, if it's this, if it's this. How hard do you want it? What are you willing to do to stay away from it? What are you willing to do? How hard are you willing to work for it? So it's not like it can't be done. We just fall weak somewhere in the midst of it because now you got life hitting you. And I got accepted into engineering school, but I decided I wouldn't be happy in the lifestyle. I got more satisfaction from working with my hands. I couldn't get that out. My brother got his master's degree 5 years ago, and it's worth it. Oh, I'm sure it is, James. My first girlfriend enjoyed knows it jaded me in regards to addiction, honestly. I get it. I get it. That's why people accuse me of doing that. I'm like, you know, people come on my live and say things like that. I'm like, who? 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 Well, all I can say is, but I like getting, but my husband hates it. Well, we have to quit doing it. 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 I have to erase that comment, not because I'm mad at you. We have to quit doing it. I know that ain't the answer. That ain't the easy. That ain't what you wanted to hear. You have to quit doing it. It wouldn't matter if your grandmother didn't like it. We just have to quit doing it. It's not an easy fight. It's not an easy walk. It's not an easy journey. But nothing's pure no more. So anything you're putting in there, you're taking a chance. You don't know how it's going to affect your organs later on in life. Even the good stuff affects your organs. Just don't do it. That's all I can say. I know that ain't the answer people want to hear from me. I can just keep it real. Just don't do it. Just like these cigarettes are destroying my body. Just everything's bad. But when you get into those type of paraphernalia, I'll use my words wisely, paraphernalia type activities, you're just really throwing a double jeopardy on. I'm addicted to money and how it likes me back. I'm addicted to helping children and how it makes me feel, Jeff. They're my weakness. See, a lot of things I can't say because I have young adults on here, so I have to be very wise with my words. So if anybody can put together the sentences, put them together. If not, if it don't make sense, I'm sorry. I almost offset Fetty and still choose to do me. It's crazy, girl. Let me go ahead and take that comment off there. Yes, it is crazy. It's an addiction. It's an addiction. Just know you ain't the only one going through it. It's an addiction. That's just like me saying, listen, don't even feel bad about yourself. That's just like me getting tested for the C word and I'm smoking cigarettes. My sin isn't any better than your sin, child. We are all doing foolishness in one way or another. Just don't let anybody make you feel like, oh, you're trash, because I would never do that. People are trash in their own ways. Every last person on here, and I'm using trash loosely, every last person, even on their best day, has something that needs to be worked on. No sin is greater or lesser than anybody else's. So don't never let anybody make you feel like just because you do that, you're total trash. You're not true. Not true at all. And I stand on that. And whoever feels like they are better because, oh, my kids would never act like that. I hear people say it all the time. My kids would never act like that. I would never do that. Child, okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't like people that do that. People that act like they're better than others. I don't like that. That's my biggest pet peeve. That's probably the only universal gem I'll drop through the whole video because everything else is rambling. Because I like to read comments. Sorry, you guys. I like to, but no road jewels. I hear it all the time. I hear it all the time. Even here's an example and a bad example, but I'm going to use it just so we'll have some understanding. Look how many people said, "Oh, I've never seen anybody act like Sunny." And look how many people said, "Look how she does. Look how she does." And what people realize, what people didn't realize and still don't realize, just because that might not be familiar to you, just because you wouldn't act like that, you haven't seen anybody act like that, does not mean these things are not happening in somebody else's homes. And just because it's happening in other people's homes doesn't make the person who's not going through it any better than this person. I'm addicted to helping people and making them smile. Hey, Granny in chat. Me too, Terry. Me too. And I've sacrificed a whole lifetime doing it. So now for my own children, for other people's children. And now everybody's like, work, Granny. Worry about you, Granny. Hello, Peppa. I'm going to tell you this. I am going to tell you this. I don't care what you own. I don't care what school you went to. I don't care how much money's in your bank account. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what you've achieved in life. I don't care how many children you've had. I don't care how high ranked your children are in society, in job, career. I don't care. When it comes time to go, you're going just like the man off the street. You're going to lay on the same table that the homeless man on the street laid on. There's no difference. You're not taking none of that with you. None of that. You don't get a higher range in heaven because you had a bigger house. None of that. Not saying it's not nice to have those things and it's not good to have those things, but them things there really ain't what defines you. They're not. It means you accomplished something. That doesn't define you. It means that it's what you accomplished. It doesn't define you. There's a difference. Accomplishment, define. And a lot of us don't understand that. Already like you so much. Hello from Russia. Hello. Just because you accomplished something, that does not define your character. Your people think, and this is another thing. People think, yeah, I've accomplished this. I've done this. We all have to work to buy whatever we want. So it's no different if you bought a house and say I chose to spend it all on my health, or or this person chose to take care of a parent with their money, or this person chose to do that. Never just accomplishments. It's about what you do in life, the mark you leave in life. When I go to heaven, do you think anybody is going to care about what I own? Yeah, people is fighting to get what I have, but do you think that's really going to matter? None of that matters. What's going to matter is the people I help. The people have walked away that still have a whole life ahead of them, and now they have the skills to live the best life they can. That's what matters. Not all that stupid stuff I achieved. That stuff I chose to achieve. Achieving is just achieving. Achieving could be if you make up and make it to work every day, or if you go, so that's your only purpose in life, to buy monumental things. I'm sorry. To me, that's just not a. Once again, buy your things. I'm not saying don't buy your things, but to me, that's not what defines me, and that's just my personal feeling. I'm trying to impact as many young adults as I can. That's what defines me. That's what makes me feel good. That's my power. That's my bragging right. When I'm laying in my bed working on going to, at that age, and I'm going to heaven, the last thing I'm going to be worried about is the gosh darn house I bought. Aubrey, you need to get off my page. That's what you need to do. You need to get off my page. How about that? Get off my page. Get off my page, baby. Get off my page before you get your feelings hurt. Look, I'm the kindest woman, but I will hurt your feelings. I want you to understand. Especially when I'm trying to. Don't do it. Don't do it, Aubrey. Don't do it. So, CJ, and my answer is not. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. But you have to have a purpose in life. And your purpose has to be more than just going to school, working, buying this, buying that. What is all of our true purpose in life? What is our purpose? Other than being mothers, other than being fathers, what is our purpose outside of that? What is our purpose we hold in the world? What's our purpose? I mean, really, what is our purpose? You have to really ask yourself, what is your purpose in the world? We all have a purpose and we overlook it because we're so busy looking at, I got to do this, I need this, I need this, I need this. And not saying you can't work for this. I'm telling you to work for that, but also realize you have a purpose. Don't miss your purpose. Just don't be that person on his way to heaven like, oh my God, what did I really do? What did I really do in life but buy stuff? What did I really do other than work? You know, what does that really mean? You hear about it all the time. People find out they're going and they're like, oh my God, I wish I would have done this. The way I feel is I came into this world with no money. I will go out the same way. Do I have a life insurance for my sister when I go? Yes. But money is only for rent and bills. But that's me. Yeah, that's what I think. In the midst of everybody trying to accomplish everything, and once again, do not misunderstand my message. Accomplish. If anybody wants anybody to accomplish, it's me. That's supporting me mentoring the children. But don't get lost in your accomplishments to the point you don't see your purpose. We're just existing. We're going to work. We're like zombies. Oh, this stupid goal, which is an important goal, but in real life, when you look at the grand scheme of things, what you think is important kind of really ain't important. Just look at the grand scheme. And there's like multiple grand schemes. Okay, example, Granny goes to heaven, okay? Let's say I own a couple things. When I go to heaven, it gets shuffled around. This kid got it, that guy. That's not forever. That's not forever. But those life lessons I dropped on whoever, that's kind of forever. You know why? Because now these people might live the rest of their life and be able to have children. And them children have children. And them children have children. And them children have children. So that's what means something to me. Like I said, everybody's path ain't got to be, you know. That's what means something to me, because now what I've done with that one child has offered a whole line of succession for a family. So that's deeper than me. That's we're looking at decades and decades and decades of bloodline coming because I stopped that one child from going to. It's like to get money for bills and maybe those skills or life lessons hopefully help people. Because one thing I realized when my dad went to heaven, it didn't matter what he owned. It didn't matter who needed him. It didn't matter what he achieved. It didn't matter how much land he had. It didn't matter how much his machinery cost. It didn't matter how much time he put into that house, designing it and building it by hand. All the house, none of that mattered. None of that mattered. None of that mattered. None of it mattered. None of it mattered. So if you know, you know. None of it mattered. Exactly, Granny. I would like to be remembered as the person who made you smile and laugh. That would be a great gift. Amen. Again, once we're gone, it's over. That's right, it's over. Listen, nobody said, how many people, we know people that they go to heaven when their children are babies. When they're babies, Them kids need them parents. When it's your time, it's your time, and that's it. Your time could be tomorrow, and or the next day, and the next day. What did you do in life? Where did you leave your mark? Of course, you birthed some children. Okay, that's what we're meant to do. That's like a biological clock type thing. Okay, so outside of that, what did you do? Are we really just living to pay bills and buy things? Is that all we're doing at this point in life? That's just existing. That is just. I remember my dad told me one day, I was at one point in my life where career and money meant everything. That's the only thing that meant something to me. Career and money. Career and money. Career and money. Can't nobody say Granny never focused on money. Yeah, okay, if I didn't, I beg to differ. Career and money. And my dad, he pulled me to the side. He said, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm living good. What do you mean? What am I doing? You know, big head, big head, big head." He said, "No, what are you doing?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? Because I'm grown. I know what I'm doing." He said, "What are you doing? You're just existing." "What are you doing? You're really just existing." He said, "You don't even have time to enjoy your family. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You don't even have time." He said, "It's not about the." Oh, he said, "Do you think in real life them children care about having the biggest house? So what if you got the newest car? So what? So what if they got things that no one else has? So what? You can't even devote yourself to be the parent. You have an obligation. What are you doing? You're existing to work on goals. You're not even existing for yourself and your children. It's just for the little materialist. What are you doing?" Didn't get it at the time. Didn't get it. Didn't get it. Now I get it. And he used to always tell me, "I'm not telling you not to get it, but what are you doing?" So there's there's no you time, there's no children time, there's no. You're just working all day long, week after week after week, month after month after month. What are you doing? You're just existing. You're not enjoying life at all. You're existing. Wade, how are you, honey bun? What do you mean, Wade? I'm sorry, honey bun. Now let me clear this up. I definitely do feel like you need to leave a legacy, but let me say this. You could work for something your whole life. Just because you leave it to your children might not even want it. So what you pride in, what you're priding yourself in are things you wanted, your desires, your. A lot of times when people's parents leave them something, they sell it, don't want it, it don't mean nothing to them because it's not what they worked for. That's something you worked for. Them are your accomplishments. Sorry to say it, but people will eventually forget about you except God. Well, and they're definitely going to forget about the house you bought too. I mean, that's the reality of it. They're going to remember me a lot longer than the house I bought. Subscribe to Foreign Blood for universal gems. My gems, when it gets into that, they're kind of like, because unless you truly understand what I'm saying, you're like, why would you tell me not to build an empire? I'm not saying don't build an empire. I'm not saying that. You know, if anything, Roll Jules, I'm the one who's telling you to power up and build that empire. But don't lose sight of living in the process of trying to build that freaking empire. That's all I'm saying. And that's what we do a lot. We lose track of what should matter because we're so focused on this. That's why a lot of relationships don't last. That's why a lot of because we're so focused on these goals instead of just living. Balance is key. Amen. Amen. Just like the let's say a young lady, Granny smoking to the side, don't judge her. But let's just say a young lady has a good husband, works out of town, she barely sees him. She barely sees him. She's cheating. Everybody's wondering why she's cheating. Oh, your husband will do anything for you. Oh, you got the best husband ever. You know why she's cheating? Because she don't care about what her husband's working for. She wants her husband there to spend time with her and her children. He has lost focus of her. She was the prize. So the first little man that comes whisper something sweet into her ear, here she goes. Here she goes. Because, yeah, you're really neglecting her for material things. Then, yes, of course, she needs, but all she wanted was love in her husband. But her husband's so gear-oriented, now she'll take the man that has nothing just because he has time to devote to her. Huh. Huh. Just saying. Unfortunately, it happens all the time. James, and I'm sure you would say go. And James, there's a chance your wife is going to go because what you fail to realize, your wife needs attention. Your wife needs to feel loved. Your wife needs to feel, and she needs to feel these things from you. That car you bought her, that house you bought her, that big bank account. Oh yeah, it's nice, but she don't feel the things she's supposed to feel. So, and if you tell her to go, obviously you didn't feel them neither because you were so worried about the things you were buying. That's happened in some movies too. It happens in real life. Starting something new that builds reputation worldwide, a footprint being the first of something that sets the trend. Wade, what happened, honey bun? What happened, Wade? What happened, Wade? This has happened. Shouldn't they get that understanding from Jump Street? As in what, Richard, honey bun? Rephrase your question, Richard. Okay, let me give another example. You know how many guys that Granny could have been with where Granny would have never had to work in her whole life? Would never had to work. Had good positions. So I would always been good financially. I would have got this because they had this. And I never chose that. Never chose that. You know why? Because in real life, as nice as that stuff is, and yes, we need it, it don't mean anything to me. It don't mean anything to me. We can have everything in life, and that doesn't make me happy. I'd like to get money for bills and maybe those skills or life lessons to hopefully help people. They both should talk and get an understanding, the expectation of the relationship. Well, when people come into a relationship, they're going into it for love, but they don't realize it's really a business agreement. So why they're out working for this and that, they're neglecting each other. That's the reality of it. You're neglecting each other. In order to have it, you have to work. You can't be at home with your family every day, even if you work at home. You guys have to a happy relationship at any age. You have to have that desire for each other. You have to want to be around your spouse. You have to, like I'm rushing home from work doing 90 to get to my baby, not just our goals. Sometimes we lose it in our goals. Our goals get I'm not married, but if I'm working for the family and she's cheating, I would tell her to go. My question would be, James, why is she cheating? Yeah, I understand you're telling her to go, but why is she cheating, James? That's just it. Why is she cheating? Why is she so unhappy that she is cheating? Not every woman just cheats because they want to try some new D. I'm telling you, it's not like that. So if a woman is cheating, what is she looking for that you're not giving her? But James, because you're out working and you're providing, oh well, who cares what she needs? Cheating is a choice, but also being needed. Okay, we are human creatures. You have to understand this. We are human creatures, guys. We are meant to be loved. We're social creatures. We are social animals. We're no different than the animals outside. We're social. We are meant to interact. We need that. We are a needy creature. We need that. And when we don't get that, we go find it somewhere else, just like an animal. And that's it. We enter at such times when there is no one to discuss, who is experienced to explain certain things, then we don't understand who not to fall into certain situations. Maybe because she's not getting enough attention. Listen, most of the time when a woman cheats or a man, it's the same thing. It's because they're not getting something in that relationship. So they're looking for it. That's why they're cheating. They're getting it somewhere else. They might have it glamorized in their head of what they're getting, but they're getting that from over there. Communicate it to the person. Yeah, when people are cheating, some people are doing it to get their rocks off, but the majority of the time, even when they're getting their rocks off, it's because they're not getting their rocks off properly at home. So once again, they're still lacking something. Wade, how is your day, sunshine? Listen, at the end of the day, we're just going to love each other. We're going to love being around each other. We're going to have like hobbies, like activities, and we're going to enjoy doing those things together. We've already lived 3/4 of our life. I remember my dad saying, you need somebody to support you and care about you if you got a flat tire or if you become president of the United States. If they can't do that, what do you need them for? Foreign blood, you're sent from heaven. I don't know if I'm sent from heaven. James probably hates me, but Wade's probably like, I don't know about her. Hey, Aaron, how are you, honey bun? But you got to think about it, though. That's why a lot of marriages don't work because we're so busy trying to build our foundation and our whatever. We forget what's important: the love, our spouse, you can throw thousands of dollars at your woman or your husband every day, but if you still ain't meeting certain things they need, they're out of there. Your dad was a real one for giving you great lessons. Yeah, at the time it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. And he said, just sit back and watch. You'll see what I'm talking about. Just sit back and watch. And he always told me, watch what happens when I go to heaven. Watch what happens when I go to heaven. And he said, realize what means something to you when I go to heaven. He said, that's how you know how you need to readjust your life. What means something to you and everybody else? You see, all these things I accomplished means nothing other than your mother got some backing while I'm gone. That's it. That's what it means. I feel if my husband and father and mother would have talked more with him, he may even still be here. Aaron, how's your Monday? You might be right. You might be right on that, manifest. You might be right. All I'm saying is listen, of course, I want everybody to accomplish something. Everybody. But I also want you to live life and enjoy life for what it's worth. Do not get caught up in the, yes, it's nice you have it. It's great you achieved it. I want you to achieve, but don't lose sight of what's important. And I know gosh darn well that I'm not the only one you've heard say this. My father chose my stepmom over me. Oh, it happens. Did you hear about this lady being at Chick-fil-A leaving her poor kids behind? Yes, I did. I have to erase that comment though, honey bun, because we can't say certain things. That's why I don't like to talk about certain things because not everybody's going to like my view. My view might be right for only me, but I'm telling you what has worked in my life this far, what I stand on, what I believe in. I just like to share my perspectives. And that's it. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to. I'm just sharing my perspective of what I've learned through life. Dang, I feel called out. It hasn't been the best Monday, but I got to spend it with my mom and daughter, so it's a win. Oh, Aaron, that is a win, hon. That is a win. It could be, I love you, Aaron. That is a freaking win. Aaron, that's a win. Like, don't even do that. That's a win. Did you cry today? Did you wake up today? That's a win. Go just read my. And what are we saying? What are we saying, Jeff? Let me hear it. I know I got to go check mine too. I'm happy we just got a super for the building after 2 years, so I don't have to help my neighbors with their apartment issues. I'm glad to hear that, Wade. I know that makes life so much better on your life. Thank you, Jesus. Jeff, what about the results? Jeff just got his blood work back, guys. What about the results, Jeff? Like, don't even keep it secret. Well, don't cry all day. We care about you over here, you guys. We care about you, hun. So you're in the right place. We care about you. We support you. I cry every day too. You just don't know it. I'm sure we're crying for different things, but a dark place is a dark place. So don't think that you're the only one in a dark place. Because I have people on here that will tell you stories that will just drop your jaw. How was your day, sister? Are you referring to me, Mr. Wade? Yes, you're always welcomed here. Always. We support each other. Listen, we don't care what it is. That's why I tell everybody nothing is too small, nothing's too big. It's okay to disagree. It's okay. I will never force my opinion on you, but I will tell you my views and why I think that. You can walk away with whatever answer you want to walk away with, and I'm not going to be mad at you. I just like to express why I feel a certain way. I cry about people I may have wronged. I am doing good, Wade. I am doing beautiful, Wade. I had my job interviews. I cry about people I have wronged. I think about people I have wronged too. But let that be a lesson of whatever you're doing, if it makes you feel that way, you no longer want to do that anymore. If you're going to feel bad about whatever it is you're doing, don't do it. Yeah, Jeff, what are the results? What are the results, Jeff? Do we have to drag it out of Jeff? What are the gosh darn results? Sometimes I cry to sleep thinking about the quality time I spent with my two grandmas before they passed away. And as you should. As you should. Granny's a crier. I cry on here if I got to. I'm a crier. You gotta release it. But you also, there's a such thing as crying too much. You gotta release it, but if you dwell on it, it just makes it worse. Victor! That's so noble of you, Wade. I'm happy for you. What did Wade say? I don't know. My bottom line, life is short. Stand for nothing, stand for something, or stand for nothing. That's it, and that's all. Stand for something or stand for nothing. Everybody has their own decision on how they want to celebrate their life and do whatever, and that's just what it's gonna be. I cried too much where I had to just think about that they're doing better and move on. That's right. Sometimes you're just crying and you're dwelling, and it just makes it worse. We can't undo what we've already done. You love tacos? I love tacos. Hello, Rack. Happy freaking Monday. You guys, I have 4,486 subs. I am trying to get to 4,500 by the time I get off here. High blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol. High cholesterol. How's your day, Rack? Happy Monday. 4,486. Can I please get to 4,500? It doesn't cost anything to subscribe to Granny's channel. 38 people on here. I know not all 38 people are subbed to Granny. You guys, I have a goal, and I don't ask for much, but I really would like to make it 4,500. Those subs are going up. Victor's in Florida. Yeah, my subs are going up, guys. I'm so proud. I have the same exact things. Wow, Jeffy. That's why I say listen, a lot of us, we're more alike than what we think. I'm working while you're commentating using your voice as I search the internet. Well, wait, I have the worst voice ever. So I don't know. I know you're probably irritated like that. Like, oh my God, her voice is stressing me out. She's rambling about 5,000 different things. Beautiful queen, have a wonderful day. You are amazing. Thank you, honey bun. As soon as you make 45K, you're going to want 5K. Well, yeah, I am, but I'm not going to push it today. No, I don't do that. I don't do that, Scott. Your voice is very calming. Oh, I am going to get 5K, Scott. Believe that. Better you than me. Yes, you guys, get Granny to 4,500. I don't know, Terry. My voice is irritating. Ugh. I'm sick of hearing my own voice, guys. I'm like, my day is going good so far. Who all over here? Child, my babies. You know I ain't doing nothing, just over here rambling. I was talking about, I don't even remember what the conversation started about. I think jobs. We didn't talk about 5,000 things. Then you're going to want to hit 10K. When does this madness end? Well, Scott, I have a goal to prove that I can do this. Subscribe to Granny. And Scott, in case you're wondering, I pull about 100 subs a day. So I'm on the right track. It's very hard to get people to like you just for you. It's very hard to do. So I am feeling very accomplished, guys. Please like this video, share, sub to the channel, hit the notification bell, support via super chat, super stickers. Memberships are also available. Foreign Blood appreciates your support. Well, guys, I might not be making it to 4,500 today. I should have been saying sub, but if you like me, you're gonna sub. I will sub since you have a sense of humor. Thank you, Scott. Yeah, I do have a good sense of humor. Also, if I get a little crabby, boy, I don't know, I get a little crabby too, but I do have a good sense of humor. I have a real big heart too. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker with a big heart. Please like and subscribe to Foreign Blood. Hit the like button. You're like a military drill sergeant with conversation and content. Wait, I love you for that. I am. But that's how you can tell I mentor. If you pay attention to what I'm saying, it don't make sense, but outside mentoring, it makes sense. So if it makes sense, it makes sense. Hey, Cargo. Listen, I'm on the children, Wade. I'm like, them children haven't experienced what we experienced. So, I'm giving them this game. I am like a drill sergeant. I do not let up. And when I stand for something, Wade, I stand for it. There's nothing anybody can say to change my mind. I think everybody can vouch for that. I'm headstrong, and that's that. It's not always the right answer. Go hard or stay home. Facts. Either I'm going to do it or I'm going to do it, gosh darn it. And I do go hard, Wade. I do go hard. But the thing is, Wade, I got a lot of young adults on here. So this message isn't necessarily for us elders. It's for the young adults. And as they get older, even if just two remember what I said, they'll put it together and it'll make sense. I can tell in your lives, you can tell you're a mentor. I know people are like, oh my gosh, I'm so sick of this lady. But it's really what I do. Are we going to have to do push-ups? Scott, we might. We don't. If everybody don't agree with Granny, we're doing push-ups. No, I'm teasing. No, I ain't no drill sergeant like that. No, all I ask, just be nice to me. I'll be nice to you. Let's just respect each other. We usually have things to talk about, but Granny reads the chat and I get so distracted because I'm so busy trying to know you guys, and you guys are asking me questions. I literally try to read every comment. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. I use information from every age. Wade, I learn every day and I'm like kind of old. You are headstrong, but it's okay. James, just know deep down inside, I'm a real man's prize. I'm a real man's prize, James. I guarantee you that. I am headstrong. But James, even you see the quality. You see it. You see me for the woman I am. You see it, and I know you do. Just saying. She's a cream puff. Depending on the day. Jeff, don't overdo it. Depending on the day. You don't quite old enough to be a granny. I know, Scott. Don't tell anybody. Shh. If they ask, just say granny's in her 30s. I'll go with it, okay? Yeah, I like that answer. I'm in my 30s. No, I actually am. I'm an old mammy. I'm someone's old mammy. 4,488. Can you guys get Granny to 4,500? I'm a little older than most of, but younger than few. Wait, I get it. I'm like, I get it. But if we still want to say I'm 30, I'm not mad at it, Wade. I'm not mad. No, don't say mammy. If Granny's in her 30s, there was a teen pregnancy somewhere in there. I'm not in my 30s. I'm over, but there was a teen pregnancy in there. Wade, 62? No way, I would have never thought. No way. Wade, don't tell them lies. Jeff over here lying about he's 21. Yes, Scott, that's part of my story. There was teen pregnancy. I was 15 when I had my first child, and boy was my father upset. I got a little butt whooping for that. I'll let you know. He was not a happy camper. So what is it about the contestant number 2? Who's contestant number 1? Rack, I don't think we got any contestants in the dating game. James said, I'm too savage. He don't want me. James said, I'm not on my grown woman. He says, James says I have to quit mentoring the children and worry about myself. Same here, what, Wade? I'll be 52 in December. John, no way. No way, John. Rack, how old are you, hon? Listen, Jeff says he's 21, just let him go with it. Just let Jeff lie to himself. He says he's 21, we're just like, yeah, okay, Jeff. No way. How are you enjoying life at 52, young man? We got John in the building. John is 52. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, Rack. I don't even know who I am asking. We only ask guys. Women do not tell their age. Rack is also 21, guys. I'm in my 30s. Rack is 21. Only men tell their age, not women. Rack, you already know. I should know. I violated for the women with that one. Again, charity begins at home. Get your money, Granny. You need resources and security. Oh, I knew my baby was coming. I knew Ghetto was coming. Jeff says, who's going to step up and be a contestant? Jeff, why are you trying to marry me off? Jeff is trying to marry me off, along with everybody else in the chat is trying to marry me off. A woman will never tell her weight also. Oh, John, I'll tell mine. I will tell mine, sir, regardless of what my number is. Hello, Junior. Yeah, there ain't no contestants. I'm going to be alone forever. You guys were also trying to marry Jeff off, too. We got to find Jeff a wife. So Granny got to get a husband. Jeff got to get a wife. Wade says, keep your freedom if you can. Well, not necessarily marriage, but we have to find somebody to go to heaven with. Or we could be single. Hello, Junior. Not weight or age for sure. Manifest, I'm telling mine. I'm like, not my age, no. But my weight, you can know that. My age, don't worry about it. I'm in my 30s. How me and my children are in our 30s, I don't know, but it happened. I'm doing fine. How are you doing, Junior? Did you subscribe to my page, Honey Bun? I don't think I'm going to heaven. Wade? I question. I've done a lot of damage in the world. I question, no matter how much good I've done, it's never gonna, and now I'm not doing things to undo my bad. I'm not saying that. But yeah, karma. Just know, I think when it comes time, it's gonna be bad and I'm gonna suffer. I'm just saying. Thank you, Gianna. Miss you, Granny. I've been busy with my 11-year-old sister. How did your day go, Lex G? Did you guys have fun? Tell your sister I said hello. Well, they can look at us and assume, right? We look great. Well, Manifest, I don't know how much longer I can lie about being 30. I'm just saying. I think people are starting to catch on at this point. They're like, okay, stop lying. 4,490. 10 more subs, guys. 10 more subs. 10 more subs. Thank you, Gianna. Thank you, R2. I wish I was young. Junior, you're 50? No way. No way. I don't think you guys are telling me the truth. Hey, beautiful, just recently subscribed to your page, and I'm digging your vibe. Thank you, Honey Bun. Not job hunting with your girl. Job hunting with your girl. Look, and then we only talked about it for like 5-10 minutes. Oh, no, they're still kind of yelling at Granny about it. No, there are people doing evil things you can't even imagine. They will be the ones going to, not us. I don't know, Rack. I think a sin is a sin. I don't know. I don't think there's different levels. I don't know. Yes, it was going job hunt. It was job hunting with your girl, but the conversation went because Granny likes to read everybody's comments. Speaking about the way, at least, but they do know we are older, but know are in good range. Manifest, I'm 30. I don't know what you're talking about. You're older. I'm 30. So if anybody asks Granny how old she is in her 30s. Let me live my life. Armand is back in the building. Yes, guys, I'm in my 30s. You heard it. 30s. 30s. Me and my children are in their 30s. Don't know how it happened. So probably my children are wrong on their age because I am in my 30s. I'm 32. Are you actually in your 30s or are you lying like Granny? I mean, like, we can go for my son's sister. Well, I don't know if I'm going for my son's sisters. I don't know. No, I don't think that's doable. Nah. Nah. They're going to probably think I'm a maid or a nanny or the help or. I don't think I'm passing for no sister. I wish, manifest. Who's that old woman you got with you? Nobody ever thinks I'm my children's moms, anyways. So when they find out, they're like, "That's your mom? No way. That's your mom? How is that your mom? No way is that your mom." Especially when we're at the beach and I'm over there running around my little thong on. Boy, y'all can't tell me nothing. I be thonged out at the beach. Thonged out. I'm out there confident with my body. My daughter's all wrapped up with a pillowcase. Will you tell your future man your age? I will tell my future man my age. Are you trying to say you're that guy, James? Are you trying to say you're him? Brack says, prove it. Let's talk about it. I agree. Prove it, Jeff. Granny's louder than a sperm whale. Oh my gosh. So you should get off here so you could be safe. Wade says, no, really. Nobody's kids trying to see no thonged out is wild. Granny is a free spirit, you guys. So at the beach, she's in her comfort zone, y'all. My grandbabies are confused at times. They think I'm the mother. Well, I don't know. My grandchildren told me the other day that, no, what did my older son tell me? He said, well, I hate to say these things because I think it's kind of rude, but he was telling the other sibling, mom's getting kind of old. And then he looked at me like this was a separate conversation. He didn't even know I heard that conversation. And then he came back to me and he was like, oh, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings or anything like that, but Mom, we are getting a little old. I'm like, don't have to prove it. I am what I am. Our mom wants to be a contestant. Armand, are you a contestant? Mark, how's your wife doing, honey bud? Did you guys get unpacked from the trip? Yeah, Mark, I'm 30. And your wife is 32. Even if she ain't, she's 30. No, Mark. No, Mark. You might be 60, but me and your wife are 30, okay? Get it together. I will call her right now and tell her you've been texting and driving. Say she's not 30 and see what happens. I know everyone is choosing up on you. No, they're not. Granny's going to be manless forever. Mark, your wife ain't 60. Even if she is, you might be, but your wife is 30 like me. And we both 30. As young as you look, I'd have to card you at the bar. I'm just saying, I still, listen. Card me, gosh darn it. Card me, because I know I'm looking like I'm every last bit of 18, 19. No, not really. But card me and make me feel like that anyways. Thank you so much. Let's call a thing a thing. I'm just saying. Yeah, I need to be carded. The other day I went to buy some cigarettes. And this lady is fighting me about this ID. I'm like, I told her, let's just call a thing a thing. I said, I know there's rules, but baby, you can tell I'm like way over 21. If you don't put them Newports on the counter, I'm gonna get crazy in here. You know I'm way over 21. I got wrinkles, my face, I gotta put the Newports on the counter. Put the Newports on the counter. Like, I know we gotta be able to break this rule. Like, I know you know I'm old like dirt. We did, and she left for North Carolina 8 hours. Really? Really? Who'd she go to be with? Mark, you guys are just traveling everywhere. Mark is living his best life, and the wife. Speaking of, did you find the book? No, Rack, haven't even had time to look. Yes, the Newports. Don't tell anybody. 33. Listen, I'm in my 30s. I know. I'm like, what are you carding me for? Like, I tried to buy a wine cooler the other day from the dollar store. I don't even drink. They wouldn't even sell me the wine cooler. I'm like, is this really a thing for a $2 drink? Like, you're really gonna card me? I'm like all this gray hair. Like, why are we here right now? She's in Charlotte for work. Oh, okay. So what are you doing, Mark? Why she's there? Hey, Bronx. Hey, Gojo. I'm still reading and smoking like it says. No, I looked up the book, but I did not try to purchase the book yet. So, well, you know what, Rack? That sounds like a win. I'm just saying, that sounded like a win. No, Rack, I never have time to do nothing. That's why I don't want to work. I don't want to work any more hours because I'm really not going to have any time. But everybody's yelling at me. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark. I'm still telling your wife that you text and drive. I don't care how many of those you send me. I am telling your wife. You guys, let me tell you about Mark. Mark, text, and drive. I will be on live, and he will tell on himself. Thank you, Mark. I love you, honey bun, but I'm still telling. I'll be like, Mark, what are you doing? Now he knows how I worry about him. Now, instead of him just not saying nothing, he'll tell me, oh, I'm just driving to work, just driving down the road. He knows I'm going to say something. Mark knows I'm going to say something, but he dead ends himself every time. Just driving. So then I'm sitting there thinking, when did you type that whole sentence, Mark? When you were at the red light or when you were driving down the road? Mark, I'm calling your wife. Do it again. Do it again, Mark. Originally from the Bronx, but sending love your way from Minnesota. Thank you very much, Randolph. I do not. Mark, you did so. You've already told on yourself. Don't make me go find the comments. It was 2 or 3 times. Yeah, texting and driving, sir. Just got back from the ER. One of my patients bit me. Oh my gosh, are you okay, Bronx? Oh my gosh. Listen, Mark, you can sugarcoat it all you want. Texting and driving. Yeah, you want us to do a meet and greet, try to tell on you. I'm telling Mark. Listen, I'm telling. My story is not taken because, Mark, if something happens and I've held this information away from your wife, because I'm sure she said, hon, don't text and drive. You're like, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't think she knows you're living like a whole maniac over there. I like to fish. How is fishing where you're at? I love to fish. Mark, I'm telling, because something happens, Mark, then I am just as guilty because I knew you were doing it. And I did nothing to try to stop. You guys, am I right or am I wrong? 2 stitches, Bronx. Mark, thank you for the support. Ghetto, listen, Anybody tell me? So if Mark is texting and driving, and I know Mark is texting and driving, and I do not tell Mark's wife, am I part of the problem or am I part of the problem? You kind of look like my old daycare teacher from when I was younger. Oh, that might be a good thing. God knew what she was doing when she created you. Aw. We're all ready for the meet and greet. I'm still telling. Don't try to butter me up with the meet and greet, Mark. I am still telling. Yes, you guys. I am telling on Mark. Good evening, Granny. Hope you have been great. The Bronx. Wade, if Mark, let's say me and Mark's wife are friends. We're just throwing a random out there. Am I wrong for not telling Mark's wife that he is texting and driving? On my shoulder was transferring her in her hair. I'm holding her up and she bit me. Oh my gosh. Wade says, tell. Yeah, Mark. Yeah, Mark. It's me and Wade against you. See, and Wade is a man. And Mark, that's how I know you're trying to mislead me and to stay out of trouble. Because Wade, friends tell on friends, right? I'm just, when it comes to safety, friends tell on friends, Mark. Daycare teacher. Granny's a snitch. How are you, honey bun? Granny snitching on Mark first chance she gets. You are wrong. No, I'm wrong if you get hurt. That's where I'm wrong at. CJ says let her know. Look, Mark, they say even CJ said I need to let her know. So you're wrong for trying to convince me and butter me up. That's why Mark is sneaking me the super chats and the super stickers. It's like, yeah, maybe she'll forget. I'm paying her not to tell. Mark, stop being rude. My daycare teacher was pretty, so that was a compliment. Yeah, Mark, you should know better, Mark. And listen, at least Mark would say, yeah, I'm at work. But no, Mark tells me he knows I'm a worrywart, right? He knows I'm a worrywart. And instead of just saying, yeah, I'm at work, or, he actually tells me he's texting and driving. And then when I start freaking out, and then you won't hear from him for like 2 weeks, you're like, oh my gosh, I wonder is Mark okay? Because he's a texter and a driver. I wonder is he okay? Mark says, Wade, come on, bro, stick together. What?
You got some sweet in here?
No, what's wrong, baby?
My mom woozy.
All right, I gotta go. You call 911? Turn this camera off. Call 911. I gotta go. What do